Hey Julie, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Busy day. I had lots of people come by. Miss Mouse has got a little friend now. So I wanted to get them to meet each other in here. Since Miss Mouse thinks she's too good to go back to where all the other animals are, she wants to only be in here. So I had another one that really stood out, and that's Proxima, the little white one here. I don't know where she is. I think she's in the tube now. Very silly. Hi, Charlene. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. The white one is the new Miss Mouse. And so she's going to be Miss Mouse's little friend because she doesn't want to go back out with anybody. She wants to live in my bedroom now, which is not the normal with me. So she's stuck by herself now. So this one really stands out a lot. And she walks on her hind legs every single time she's in a cage looking up at me. So I felt bad and I was keeping her anyway. So I figured I could pair her up with Miss Mouse. She's going to be a full size, so she's not going to be tiny like Miss Mouse. Oh, I'll have to see that, Charlene. I was away on the Friday, so I didn't see that one, but I'll have to go see it. Can't wait till you can come on and actually chat. You can come up and see the rats and chat with me then. I think it's pretty soon that you get your new phone, isn't it, Charlene? I think you said in September. I'm not sure when. My birthday's in September, so that's coming soon. It's end of the month in September. I don't know if I'm doing anything yet. We'll see. Not usually a big to do about my birthday kind of person. Really, that's hilarious. I never hear myself, so I don't know. What do you mean? Did Princess hurt her paw? I'm not really sure. I must have missed something there because I didn't know about that. Oh, Mick, you're so funny. It's probably because I'm sitting right beside the phone so that I can actually see what you guys are commenting. You guys are all welcome to come up if you would like. Hi, Colin. Hi, Mick, since I didn't give you a formal hi. Oh, if it's bread, if she's just holding it up, she might have sprained it. But if she's walking on it, it's probably not sprained or broken. She wouldn't put weight on it then. She probably has a cut on it or something like that. If it's red, it might be infected or something more along that lines. So it'll probably heal up on its own. I don't think it'd be anything that you have to try and catch her and take her to the vet for, but maybe go see her more often just so that you can keep an eye on it. Because if it does get infected, then she is going to have to go to the vet and she's going to need medication and stuff like that. And I don't know how she's going to get that when she's a wild animal and you're not allowed to have them in your house. I'm not sure actually if chocolate is bad for squirrels. I would have to double check that, but rats can have chocolate if it's going to put your mind at ease a little bit. It won't kill them at all. You can actually, that doesn't actually do anything or very much. But if they're starting to have respiratory illness, dark chocolate's supposed to help alleviate some of that. But it's not like dogs and cats. It's not poisonous to them. So hopefully, the same thing's for squirrels. And then you won't have to worry about it. Actually, probably good for her. Right? She's such a sweetheart. Very motherly. She have like sweet little shark babies with that voice. Little midgets running around. She is. No, she's awesome. And she's so personable. I can't believe she comes up to you and stands on her hind legs. Everything. That's so sweet. Do you have any squirrels that are near your house? Like, do you guys have trees near your flats where other ones hang out that's maybe closer to home and you can actually make that one like your little pet? You don't have other people interfering with you all the time? I saw actually, I think it was yesterday. First time I've seen it since we moved here. There was actually a little chipmunk outside. Probably eating all the stuff that they throw on the ground that wasn't from the rats didn't eat. But I'm gonna work on trying to see what his little situation is. See if he wants to come hang out, and then I'll get some videos of him. Oh, that's too bad. It's sad that you're not allowed to have them. You should just tell them that you need it, and it's just a little couple pets, and they're gonna be a little teeny tiny cage. I see that. I don't, or just tell him it's a hamster, and he maybe won't know the difference, or tell him it's a gerbil. Most people's problem is just because it's a rat, and there's that stigma about rats in general. Tell him it's a gerbil. I bet you he doesn't know the friggin' difference, especially if you get a Dumbo one. It doesn't have the ears on the top. They don't have the same kind of face as much. I think you said that he'd let you have a hamster, which is just stupid. It means he just doesn't like rats. It's rat racism. But yes, unfortunately, I couldn't send them to you, even if you could get them, which sucks. Well, I could, but it wouldn't be economical. Um, Even if I was to send them to Netherlands and you took a ferry over and you got them there, it would still cost many, many hundreds of dollars. We've done it with breeders. They get together and they get them shipped over. So it is possible. I know how to do it. It's just not that easy. I could send them directly to UK. It's going to add on a few $100 because UK has really, really strict rules about vet certificates and paperwork and stuff that cost extra money. Whereas Netherlands doesn't. So you can just go pick them up in the Netherlands and bring them back as pets by yourself. So sweet. I hope she's not old. You're gonna be totally broken when she passes. Then you won't even know. Not to talk sad things, but look at these two wrestling in the house. You guys are silly. You're silly. I'll take your house away. Especially if you get a dwarf. If you get a dwarf, like Miss Mouse is full grown. The other ones are both full size rats, they're just babies. But she isn't getting bigger than that. Like she's a little teeny tiny one. I bet you he won't even know. Just tell him it's something else. There you go. She's all back to normal. I think she's had a couple, 3 weeks off now. Probably another couple weeks. She's doing the whole. She's so funny. Okay. And this is Proxima. This is a new one. You can't jump on the camera. Is that? No, I'm too close to it. There you go. Look at Miss Mouse climb the tree. You guys can't even see it. What are you doing, Miss Mouse? I didn't even have that in the picture because I didn't think you guys she would climb that up there. It's funny. Silly head. Here. Let's turn this a little bit so that if you do that again, people can see. That's hilarious. If I knew you could get down from there, I wouldn't. Hang on. Hang on. You're so funny. Hey, Kevin. How are you? I got your messages and I sent that information along to my friend. So I'll let you know what he says. He's been out fishing all day, so I don't think he's got any of my messages. And I was going to go out with them afterwards, but everybody was too tired. So it got canceled for the second half. They went out on a charter boat in the morning. So that's rescheduled for another day, so I didn't get to talk to him today like I thought I would, but I will let you know as soon as I know. What have you been up to? Do you go there every day to record those videos? Like every night? Really? It's just applesauce I'm giving them. Yeah. Well, hopefully she's okay. It might be totally gone by then too. If it was just like a cut or something and it just got a little bit of an infection or something like that, then it might be healed up by then. Because if they're like these guys, rats heal so fast. That's why they get abscesses all the time because it heals and then all the bacteria and stuff doesn't actually get out before it heals closed. So if they're anything like that, then it might be gone by then, which would be good. I'm gonna try and jump on my other phone here and add myself so that I can show you some babies here, Charlene, because I got some very cute little babies. that I'm going to do a recorded video like I did with the other mom with the nest because they're very, very tiny. Hey, Marley, how are you? That's cool, eh? I actually got that as a gift, but I was asked what I would want, because whether I was going to want diamond painting or what. And I said I would love to get, if somebody was going to give me something that I wouldn't probably splurge on otherwise, a clear tube, because then you can actually see them in there if they hang out. It's really, really long though, and it wants to shrink back down to the way it is. So that's why I have to put things at the end to hold it that way. Because if I could stretch it out longer, then I probably would. I'll figure out something. I'll put like little weighted clips or something on the end. It's just I had to throw it in there pretty quick. It was bought on Amazon. I think these guys are 4 days old. Maybe only 3. I can't remember exactly. I look at so many numbers. They don't do much at this age, so they mostly just sit there and make pee-pee noises. Squeaky things. Okay, I just gotta switch cameras here for a second, so bear with me. Thanks, hon. Actually, Janice made those for me because I don't know how to do that kind of stuff, or I don't have the programs for it. But I was going to use it as an outro, but I figured it was going to be a nice, smooth way that I can actually change the cameras and it's not all chaos and fumbling and noise and everything like that. So hopefully that seems good for you guys, I guess. Learn. What you doing, huh? I scared you. Here. Well, like the logo, sorry. Janice did the video. I have the logo already. That's my logo that's on my website and my business cards and everything like that. I had that made a long time ago. I thought it was shame I didn't actually have that on there, that I should put that on there, because I have a website and Facebook and everything like that. It's all just easy. It's all www.atlantisrattery.com, but not everybody knows those things. I got to get in the habit of putting all that stuff in the description that I don't do yet either. Proper. He's ate all the mealworms. Maybe I'll give you a couple more. Come here. Here you go. Over here. Here. Sweetie. You don't want them. You just want pets. You want them? Here. Guys. Hey, sweetie. You're just such a suck. You're just a sack of potatoes. You're silly. Well, she stole all the mealworms now, on you. So you want his attention. Hmm? There you go. There you go. There you go. Go ahead. Kisses. Thank you. Here you go. Oh, that would be awesome if you could. Because I flip front and back on my cameras. Streamer, it's not that easy to do. You have to actually go into the settings and change it. But even just on Facebook Messenger, because I talk to Janice in the evenings on that way, and we flip back and forth the cameras all the time. But you could set it to when you go into StreamYard on the settings so that you could join. You just set it to only use the other camera. I could probably send you pictures of how to do that in an email if you don't know how to change that. But then you could come on. You should be able to take videos of Princess and stuff too. It'll be complicated when it's the camera that's on the same side as the screen because you can't really see what you're doing. But it's better than nothing. At least you can get your new one, you know? Yeah, you should be able to. Like, if you can get into StreamYard, when you click those links, here, I can post one here and you can try if you want, and then I can talk you through it at least. Because it's hard to do without being able to kind of show you what you need to do if you're not sure. How do I call this. I switched phones. I don't have phone here. So there's the link again. But when you go into it and you're in that black screen and you're just trying to like load up and you can change your name there. There's a little, I think it's a little corkscrew thing. Here, I'll try to do my other phone. I can't remember what it looks like now. When you do the enter studio and you get to that point, before you try to enter in, because it won't let you enter in if your camera's malfunctioning, but if you change it to be the camera that is working, you should be able to get back in then. Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, no, they can't do it. You have to be in there at the time. How do I do this? Okay. So let me see if I can show you how to do this. So you go when you're on this screen and you're trying to go into somebody's broadcast, you go here, you hit this one, and then you go to your camera, and then you can change here. You gotta change front, that's the one that's on the back of the phone. And if you change it to the other one, this one facing front, that'll change it to the one that faces your face. So, and then once you do that, and then you hit the X, I can do it again if you want to do it right now to try, and I'll show you. And then you should have it on the ones facing you, which will be your face on there. And then you can just say enter, and it'll prompt you to go in. And then once you set it up the first time and you change it over to the front camera, it should always stay on the front camera. And then you can just change it again when you get your other phone back. And you get the new phone, but you should be good then. I probably wouldn't bother fixing it for $50, not unless your phone's worth enough that you can resell it. But I think Janice said that your screen's cracked, so if your screen's cracked too, then you probably won't get much money for it. But I know I always buy my phones used. I buy them like a year or two used, and instead of paying like $800, I pay $300, which works for me. But I would say that, yeah, just try see if you can do it and log it in the StreamYard, and you can just change it and then not even join and then just go back. But that should work, and then you'll know. That should be the same when you're doing, if you want to take videos when you're in your video app. There's usually a little camera thing with a switchy arrow around it, like a circle arrow. And if you just double click on that, it should usually flip your thing automatically to your other camera. Your boyfriend should be able to do it for you too. I'm sure he's probably handy just to do it for you, but maybe if he doesn't want you to do it, he's not going to help you. They can, but they don't want to because that's like a user thing, and they're just being dicks basically. But all you have to do, you could probably just walk up to anybody and ask them to change it for you. They'll know how to do it, especially if you get somebody who's young. You just ask them on the street if they'll change the settings to your front camera. I bet you they'll be able to do it for you. It's just in your phone. It depends on how your phone works, and you just go in there and change your settings. It's not something that he can change, so that your phone's going to automatically do it without somebody manually going in and changing the rules in your phone to tell it to do that. But anybody who's really good with phones, like any young people, they can change that in 2 seconds. Like I'm not good with phones that I can rebuild them or anything, but I know how they work in order to change that kind of stuff. So it's one button. Like once you know how to do it, you'll laugh because it's so easy to change that kind of thing. If you've tried that and it doesn't work, then it's broken. The guy's just not right because if he says it should work and he wasn't able to show you it working, that doesn't make sense. They must both be broken, but I don't know. It depends on how your phone broke because it doesn't really make sense for both of them to work, but you can still use it for everything else and still get online and it still works as like a talking phone because your cameras are both on different sides too. So like usually the one that faces your face, it's pretty hard to break that one because it's all internal. The one in the back, yeah, it's total separate little piece. It's pretty easy to break that one, but I don't know. I still probably would ask somebody on the street next time you go to the park. Just ask somebody and see if they can help you. Did you try going into the StreamYard thing using the link I said? Like, don't even try to come on. You could if you gotta go or whatever, it doesn't matter. But because I can't stay on here much longer. Joey's going live, and I'm gonna go over to Joey's. But just go into the back. They call it the basement when you first click that link that I posted there, and just see if you can go in there and change the settings to be the camera facing front, and see if that'll let you. And then you don't have to come on if you don't want to, but you can just exit after. But then you'll see if it works because that'll just give you a view. Okay, that's weird. You actually have the exact same phone as me. The two phones that I use all the time is they're Samsung Galaxy 8s. And I like them because they're thin and I can actually hold it with my hands because I have small hands. But they went in and changed something. Let me see on mine because I should be able to show you exactly what to do since I have the exact same phone. And see if I can find where that is. Mm, no, not there. Let me see. Mm. Can't find a thing that disabled one of them. Let me see. Mm. I can see it where you can change the settings in your phone. You have to actually go to on mine. I think it's Samsung camera. What is this thing actually called? I don't know. I think I downloaded the Google camera program, but it's this one here. If yours doesn't look the same, you might have the Samsung one. Let me see where that is. 'Cause I can't delete the Samsung ones, but I don't like them, so I always hide them. Where's the Samsung camera? No, I don't think there is a different one. So maybe that is the Samsung camera. But anyways, it's the spread one up here on mine. When you go into here, if you go up here on this little thing, you can change all your camera settings. And here, I was trying to see if you can you can change the settings for each camera here, but you can't actually disable the camera altogether. Because I was going to say, if you can disable it, then you can probably make it that the default is the one on front. But I think that's per the program that you're on. The only thing I could find in here was, yeah, so you can change this one, your front picture size and rear picture size. But I was trying to find a spot in here where you could actually go in and change it. And you can change on the videos too, but you can't actually turn it off. Not that I know of, not in there. You have a million different things. You can turn off video stabilization and stuff like that. Things might work better if you do that, at least. Because there's camera modes or shooting methods. But I can't find anything that tells you how to turn off the back one. I'm surprised. I would think that you should be able to disable it. Just wouldn't be a common thing you'd want to do. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, what are you doing, Missy? Sorry, hon, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see anything in there. Source licenses. No, that's beyond my capabilities. I can't find anywhere to do that. I can't even find where you would enter in any codes. Mm. You should be able to take it. You don't have to go like your actual phone guy. You can try going to like a repair place or anything maybe and see that. But no, whatever they're talking about there, that's something else they've done. I don't know how to do that. I know how to turn off your camera totally, but that's just making your phone not able to take pictures. It's not the individual one over the other. That's complicated. I would think the program should still work though. Like when you go in just a normal camera, that you should just be able to switch it to the other one. It should start working. And there's no reason that it shouldn't just do that. Like maybe on programs and stuff, it's more work they're trying to figure out what the heck you got to change. But I don't know, it's strange, very strange. And maybe you just got a guy that wasn't very helpful. Some people are just useless. They just want you gone sooner than you walked in, so they're just not very helpful. If you get somebody who's really nice, then they'll change all that kind of stuff for you. What you doing, Missy? Silly girl. You didn't like that, eh? Scratchy. See you, Janice. Bye. I'm gonna take off too. I'm gonna give these guys a little bit of break and some time to go out and have a good pee and have a little snooze because I see Miss Mouse is already trying to go sleep in the little house there. Proxima's just wild because you always play, don't you, Missy? Hey, don't you? Don't you? But I'll try to come on. I think Janice is on Mondays. I'm gonna try and do Tuesdays. I'm gonna try doing something more like this because I can just have them to play pen and have it go. And if somebody's here, then I'll chit chat with them. If not, then I'll just let the camera go because I'm doing recordings of them right now because everybody seems to watch the babies, even if it's not like a join in live. So then I just do recordings for those. But we'll talk to you later. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for watching.